Today I was reminded of how grief in many cultures is a communal experience. And when someone passes away, the whole community gathers together. And in our modern life, this happens at funerals and celebrations of life. But because we live kind of far apart from each other, there is that day, there is that time, and then we tend to scatter. It came to me that the way that we express condolences is one way that we still participate in this communal expression of grief. Lately, I've been thinking about condolences because I got upset with someone who could not express condolences. It made me really realize how much I do value them and how much they mean to me as someone who just lost her husband. So I don't want to give anyone a hard time for not being able to leave a condolence because I know that they're not easy. We're all different. I've shared my story, but maybe there's other people who, when they hear "I'm sorry for your loss," which is a very rote kind of thing to say, it might sound too trite or pat for them. And maybe people are afraid to say that. And then they don't know what to say, and then they don't say anything at all. Condolences are important, and I am so grateful for all the condolences I've received. I've received cards from people I don't even know. I've received cards from people and emails from people and Facebook messages from people that I haven't heard from in a long time, and they all expressed, my condolences. I'm sorry for your loss. My heart goes out to you. Simple little sentences that just acknowledge, this is a big thing for you. It can be very simple, one sentence, and then you can go on about your business. You don't have to explain to the person how much you empathize because you lost this person's loved one and they had this disease and that disease, and it's too much for the person who has just lost someone. They're really so on a different planet that they might not be able to take in someone else's grief at that moment. And I know sometimes people think, well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to trigger their grief and make them uncomfortable. But I would hazard a guess that that person never forgets that they've just lost a loved one. It's on their mind all the time. They may not express it. They may not cry in front of you. They may not show a vulnerability in front of you, but it's on their mind all the time. And so I think a simple expression of empathy and heart goes an awfully long way. And it really is part of what we have left in our modern life of communal grief ritual. Allow yourself to express condolences, acknowledge grief. It doesn't have to be a big thing. If you are someone who has lost a loved one, if you are a widow, a widower, you've lost your mom or your dad, brother, your sister, cousin, a friend, I'm sure you have your own way of how condolences land with you. I would love it if you would leave a comment and just share, what someone said to you that felt meaningful to you in the comments, so that we can all learn. This is not easy for any of us to know what to say or do in such a serious situation. Thank you so much for listening. If you find this helpful, if you want to support my work, please subscribe, please like, comment, share. I really appreciate your support.